If our nozzle check pattern is failing to appear in exactly the same place each time, we may be suffering from a blocked nozzle. Now, this may clear within 2 cycles of nozzle check and cleaning. If the missing areas remain, we may be suffering from dried ink blocking the external part of the print head. An additional reason for horizontal lines or banding may be that our print head, although allowing all the horizontal bars of the nozzle check to be produced, it does not achieve a uniform horizontal displacement of the individual nozzle check bars, as we see here. So we can see there that we've got a couple of bars that are on the same level. We've got a couple of bars there, and that would actually cause a gap in the horizontal printing. So that particular aspect where you've got your horizontal bars in line, that is also a fault condition. Also a fault condition. In both cases, we need to soften the dried ink that's underneath the head, then shift the obstruction without damaging the print head or cartridge assembly. Now, a professional printer technician would take the print head, remove the print head for servicing, but we use a far simpler method. Let's put that back. Now let's show you the inkjet printer kit that we sell online. Now these kits are around £10 to buy online at marrott.com, and this is what you get for your when you order up. You get a roller cleaning fluid, which is the platen cleaner, but on this side you've actually got a nice cleaning fluid which we're going to use, and most importantly, we've got some nice pads here which are just the right size for us to use. So let's put that off to one side. Let's put that here. Let's put this here like that. Now, we take a clean lint-free cloth of around 10 centimeters square. We fold this in half, then fold it in half again, then thoroughly soak in either distilled water, or you can use this cleaning fluid, or you can use, some users prefer isopropanol. Now again, isopropanol, we sell this on our website. It's about £5 for a can of isopropanol, so you can buy this also on our website. There'll be links below this movie to show you where to get this isopropanol, and also where to get this inkjet cleaner kit. So let's recap. We've got our pad, and it's absolutely soaking wet now in either the cleaning fluid that we get with the kit, or distilled water, or if you prefer, you can use isopropanol. Now let's change the view slightly now on our camera so we can actually look at the area of the printer that we're going to work on. There we are. We can see what we're doing now. Now we move the printer carriage to the ink chains position, and we take out the mains lead at the back of the printer. Now we can manually move the carriage to the left and right. Now we take our we lay our soaked pad into the center of the printer platen. Now hopefully you'll be able to see this. That's right in the center there. So we lay our soaked pad into the center of the printer platen as we show here, then move our carriage directly over the top of the pad. So we've moved it over the top of the pad. Let's just make sure that that pad stays in the particular position. So let's hold it as it goes across. So we're holding it all the time. Now we've got the pad securely underneath the head, so that the head is in contact with our soaking wet pad. Now we leave the carriage over the top so the underside of the head is in contact, and we leave to soak for a few hours, preferably overnight. After the soaking period, we can move the carriage to the right, and we can remove the pad, which by now is soaking wet in ink. You imagine after a few hours, and we can remove this pad, which will be soaking wet in ink, with a pair of tweezers, and we simply throw that away. We now print out a few pages full of the particular problem colour. Now the way we do this, I've created a print across the way. I've actually created a whole page of magenta. So what we do is we print out a few pages of the particular problem colour. Now you can do this in Photoshop by creating the colour in the colour picker by dialing in the RGB values, then use the paint bucket tool to fill the entire area of your page with that colour. Printing a few pages of this may remove the offending obstruction without wasting the other inks. Now once you've performed this, you then check whether you've cleared the obstruction by printing out a nozzle check, and compare that nozzle check with the nozzle check that you performed prior to the soaking. Now if you have a perfectly aligned nozzle check, fine, you can start photographic printing. If you see a slight improvement, you can repeat this soaking procedure over and over again until you achieve a perfect nozzle check. If you see no improvement at all, you may wish to repeat this soaking procedure, but maybe this time you'll be able to move the carriage left and right over the pad. So let's put the pad back again where it was before, and remember this will be absolutely soaked in your your maintenance material. We'll move the head back across, and we can actually move the head left and right, left and right, left and right, to physically see if we can shift the obstruction.